Okay, the State of the Union was last night, but it was Michele Bachmann who stole the show, but not in a good way. The Minnesota Congresswoman delivered the Tea Party rebuttal. Watch.
The perilous battle that was fought during World War II in the Pacific at Iwo Jima was a battle against all odds. And yet this picture immortalizes the victory of young GIs over the incursion against the Japanese. These 6 young men raising the flag came to symbolize all of America coming together to beat back a totalitarian aggressor. Our current debt crisis we face today is different, but we still need all of us to pull together. But we can do this.
Look at me. Look at me, Michele. Michele Bachmann, Congresswoman or Manchurian candidate. We report, you decide. Here now are Chuck Nice, comedian, Rebecca Dana, senior correspondent for the Daily Beast, and John Fugelsang, actor and comedian. John, was her speech the biggest natural disaster since Katrina?
Oh man,
what?
you know, Michele Bachmann went to Little Caesars and ate up all the crazy bread. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. And by the way, she wore so much eyeliner, she's been offered to go on tour with The Cure this year. So it was a beautiful thing.
I mean, on a scale of 1 to Bobby Jindal, how bad? What do you think? I mean, he was bad.
Yeah, he was bad.
He was like, do-do-do-do-do-do. Remember last year?
You know what? She's got all the quirkiness of Bobby Jindal, but none of the likability. See, that's the problem.
None of the gravitas of Bobby Jindal.
You know what I mean? If only she knew how to bring it home in that Jindal-esque way, we might have been able to. But what I don't like is, it looked like a hostage video.
Manchurian
Seriously?
Yes.
I kept waiting for the shotgun to come into frame.
You know, I wonder if maybe we're being a little bit hard on Michele Bachmann, and maybe this was actually like a really high concept argument for education reform.
I think you have a point there. Well, she tried to blame the fiscal crisis on Obama. Was she in a coma during the Bush administration?
No, listen, she has been very outraged about deficits since January 21st, 2009. She's been really mad about it since then. I mean, the Tea Party began because responsible conservatives, like the Ron Paul guys, were furious that Bush was spending money like Lindsay Lohan in Amsterdam, okay?
Right.
And so but now it's been taken over. 19% of our population thinks Obama's a Muslim. The greatest threat to our security is not foreign terrorists, but domestic morons. And this is who she was serving. And it was brilliant that she did it because the Tea Party is not a party. It's keeping the fringe in the Republicans. And
Okay, now do you know why she was not looking straight into the camera? You know why, right?
She was looking into a Tea Party camera that was broadcasting.
Because only Kenyans use teleprompter.
There was a camera to her right, which she can only look to the right, obviously. And there was one straight ahead. Yeah, right there. Straight ahead was the camera that most people know to look into. She was looking into the Tea Party camera. Do you realize that?
Well, see, that's her problem. This is what happens when you focus solely on the Tea Party. You end up looking like an idiot.
You know, since Sarah Palin is on the decline, is she like is she the new go-to, angry, crazy white woman that they're going to have to deal with now in politics? Because Sarah's not in politics anymore, I don't think. Do you?
I don't think she's in politics, Sarah Palin, and I don't think she's going to run. She has, in a way, I respect Sarah Palin. She dropped out of public service and went into self-service. This woman is rich beyond her dreams, and she did it by getting out of public service. And I'm like, well, you did us all a service and a disservice.
But can she make more money if she's out of public service?
Well, sure she can.
I think it might be a little too early to say that Sarah Palin is out of politics for good.
They
said that about Nixon, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I think if any of these people could possibly run for something and think they could win, they absolutely would.
So what about the sitting together thing? Did you enjoy that in the State of the Union when they were all sort of kumbayaing together?
They found a way to make it more boring, and that was by having them, because there was no one yelling "you lie." There was less ovations, and it just kind of tamed the whole thing. I began having these nightmares of dead Gene Kelly and Donald O'Connor dancing in the back of the car from all this happy pairings we saw.
What about John Boehner? I mean, he was going to go again. I was like, no, don't. As soon as the word sweep, like you swept the floor, he loses
sense memory. Yeah. He actually doesn't cry. He secretes Fanta through his eyes. That's what that is.
That's not Fanta. That's carrot juice.
Oh, okay. Or Tang.
Okay.